Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are back for Moto 2 of race number 3 on Clarion Ring here in the HRL Season 14 Cup, and we're just getting a quick zoom in here on the on this white line here, which was the cause of Fireball's tragic death at the end of the last Moto that caused him to cross the finish line on foot. But for every negative, there is a positive, because Fireball is now going to start on pole for the second Moto. The grid here, as I say, Fireball first and Irish second on the front row. Then we have, it looks like that's Slaunch and Roman. Roman in fourth, so must have had a really bad finish. Soul fifth. Armada is sixth. Nuked, solid. Moto 1 results, seventh. Hunter eighth. Although I believe this is actually technically the wrong way round, because Hunter did finish ahead of Vulcan, so Vulcan should actually be where Hunter is. But Hunter's there, and then we got Vulcan and Opix. Pancake 11th, Luke 12th, and Detail at the back having won Moto 1.
That was a disgusting start.
Oh my gosh. What on earth just happened there?
They got it sorted out though.
Nuked is having an interesting time with these restarts. Obviously, Fireball at the front dictates the pace. Hopefully, he'll do better than Irish did. And we are underway. Lights go green. 65 laps of more mayhem and carnage. Let's see what happens.
Mayhem. Irish running the outside line.
I think Vulcan almost hit the tire. Yeah, lap 1, which was crazy. Fireball already running into a quick lead. Who is that chasing him down in second right now?
Got Papa.
Slaunch.
We got the Papa.
Second. Drivers like Fireball, Slaunch, and Roman. Rough Moto 1 results. But, of course, that gives them the benefit of starting at the front and hopefully avoiding the chaos here at the back. And you know it's going to get chaotic eventually.
The driver I'm highlighting right now is for sure Irish, who's still running this outside line, who you can obviously tell is a little off the pace. So it's just kind of interesting to watch how he's doing with the rest of these drivers, kind of middle of the pack here.
Lack of experience, obviously, from Irish. He's in here just to have a bit of fun, and because it's an oval, anything can happen. And anything really did happen with the fact that, of course, he beat Fireball in Moto 1, obviously benefiting off of Fireball's unfortunate incident, but Irish had no control over that. Unfortunately, he is now fallen to last place.
Soul and Roman have been battling
for... Who's this? Is that Vulcan? Or is that Detail?
Detail, it is Detail.
Detail hit the tire. It was in a battle with Hunter. It was single car, so that is racing continuing. It was single car, he was in a battle with Hunter. That was pretty unfortunate.
Very unfortunate.
You can actually see just how far behind he is now, even to Irish.
See how long it takes him to catch back up to this pack.
Let's look at this three-way battle for second at the minute. We got Slaunch still, Roman is in there as well, and Soul doing pretty well in the top 4, a little bit behind. Nuked in 5th. And it looks like the top
Slaunch must not have the ideal line down right now, because for quite a few laps, Soul and Roman were battling. And they managed to catch up to Slaunch and now are battling with them. So Slaunch must be figuring some stuff out. Roman with a nice crossover there. Hopefully we're at the same time.
Yeah.
And then Nuked has caught up to this battle as well for, I want to say that's third or fourth. The Soul.
We got two packs of 2 right now. One battling for second, the other battling for 4th. But the top 5... Well, the top 5 did have a little bit of a gap. Now it looks like a couple of drivers behind them are catching up. Pancake and... Is this
Luke? Yeah, they're hungry. And then I think they have Armada. I feel like Armada changes his colors every week, man.
Armada does look a bit like Irish, but I do think
he's bright red today.
Then Vulcan...
Packs of 2.
This must be Opix behind Vulcan. Then Hunter, Irish, and Detail, who is already starting to catch up to Irish. That is not going to help Detail, though, in his battle for the overall. Winning the first Moto, of course, with an oval, it does feel like a lottery. Almost anything can happen. But, so,
Detail
wouldn't...
need a caution.
Detail wouldn't have expected you know, to be now the heavy favorite to get the overall because anything can happen in the second moto, but he's not doing himself any favors being stuck at the back right now.
Bro, this battle for second is actually crazy. Nuke has managed to work his way all the way up and is now trying to pass Roman for second place. While Slaunch and behind them, Pancake and Luke are catching up. This is about to be a six-way battle for second place.
We're just going into Soul's perspective as we cross for lap 22, so 21 laps done. So already a third of the way through this race, pretty much already. Luke is now in this battle as well. Slaunch is... Oh, Slaunch. That is...
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
That's the disadvantages of the outside, because even though you get all your speed on the outside run, the inside... And yeah, in fact, you're seeing it happen to Nuke right now as well. He's stuck on the outside, he's got nowhere to go, and so now he's just dropping backwards, losing positions.
Look how quick Pancake and Luke are moving their way through this pack. I mean, Pancake's already making a run at Roman here, and he's just gonna slide up, kinda cut him off.
He's passed him seamlessly. Luke is trying to do the same thing, and Soul is trying to latch on to Luke's speed to try and get this in four wide. With second
this is
place.
Nuts.
Luke's trying to squeeze on in.
Yeah, this is crazy.
Blocks out Roman, so Roman has to drop back. Now Roman's going to try and get in on the inside, Pancake! I think.
Oh no.
I think that was clean just about.
He got forced up a little too much. Soul making a run for second.
Soul refuses to go away. Soul is stuck with this pack the whole way. Nice crossover from Luke.
And all this battling and fireballs just continue to open up his gap. But this is a fantastic battling. Oh,
Soul just hit the outside wall a little bit there.
All the drivers got collected up behind him, and now Luke has gapped his place in second.
Oh, Soul's just getting pushed up the wall every time he goes around onto the back straight. But now Soul gets a huge run across the outside. Look at this pack! It's like... Oh, wait, there was a caution called. And we're back underway. We're not going to show a replay of that. It was just light contact between Soul on the outside wall, as we highlighted. But what we didn't see is that Pancake crashed into the back of him. That was what the caution was called for. As we go on to lap 32 here at the restart, we're on Detail's perspective. This is exactly what Detail needed. Hunter hits the inside tyres, and he and Irish drop way back because of it. But this is exactly what Detail needed to catch back up. Is he going to make a run for it?
He's trying to at the inside. Yeah.
As we've got a three-way battle at the front. Just drop back. Ooh, Soul almost got cleaned out again there. Detail making moves. Now he's up there with Slaunch. It looks like Soul and Vulcan are battling for 5th right now as Detail tries to get in there and Slaunch tries to get in there. Is this going to work?
It a 4 wide. This track is
just about
insane
get through
amounts
it.
of 4 wides. There's still... Oh, Soul!
Oh, and Soul causes a huge pileup. That is definitely going to be a caution. And that is what you call a big fat rip for Soul, because that is 2 cautions in a row that have been caused by him being slammed up into the outside wall. Not really anything he could do with either of them. And we're just going to carry on, actually. The guys are lining up pretty quickly. Soul is all the way in second to last now, it looks like, 12th. Irish has made big moves. He's now in...
Yeah, he has.
He's in the top 10, I think. He's benefited off of these...
Right
oh, is it 8th? Yeah, actually. Detail in 6th. The restart again.
Rough restart there from Detail. It's going to push Irish back a few positions. And Pancake! Oh.
That was Pancake!
That's unfortunate.
I saw the pileup. I'm not quite sure who... I'm not sure who caused the pileup, but obviously we saw Pancake hit the outside wall there. We will carry on again. And all of everything I just said about Irish has now disappeared. He's back in 12th.
Yeah.
Pancake in last. That's
he can get the positions back.
That's pretty unfortunate. Detail, he was making big gains off of the 2 previous restarts. They're all gone. He's now in 11th.
Yeah,
what is
Irish?
Pancake
in the back. Oh,
what was Irish doing there?
He was warming the tires. All right,
restart again. 25 laps to go. Can any of these mid-pack runners, you know, the likes of Arpix, I can see Arpix, Sol and Hunter there, and they try and make moves. Hunter got his first top 5 of the season in Moto 1. Looking to build on that, even though he admits this oval he's been struggling on to get the speed. He's really relying on other drivers. Irish going for the 2-wheel. Managed to keep it clean, but it does put him into last place.
Vulcan, not a driver that I think has been in the top 5 at all this race, is now trying to work on Hunter actually making this a 3 wide. As I'm talking about it for what was first, second, third, fourth, and Slaunch unfortunately going to catch that outside there and get pushed up. That's going to backdraft a little bit into Sol, who's going to fall all the way back.
Hunter squeezes Vulcan out, but it doesn't look like he sort of like dropped back the same way Slaunch did.
So Hunter
can get this fourth. This is a great position for Hunter. If he gets fourth along with his fifth, it'd be huge for his overall finish. And Hunter hasn't really had. He's sort of had. Ooh, although that didn't work out. That didn't work out very well at all for whoever that was he was battling with. It was Arpix.
Arpix and Vulcan, yeah, going to gain some positions off of that.
Slaunch has gained off this massively. Now he's in, Arpix 4th, Vulcan 5th. Slaunch is now battling for 6th.
And here's Detail. Trying to battle for Slaunch.
Detail, Detail makes. Oh, what the hell happened to Slaunch there? He wasn't on the outside. Well, he was on the outside, but he did clip the wall. It almost looked
like he let off the gas a little bit or something. I don't know. Maybe a little left trigger action. He lost some speed. That's unfortunate, though. He's going to lose 4 or 5 positions off of that. Now it's going to be in a battle with Nuke here for second to last.
We're going on to Fireball's perspective, who is somehow 5 checkpoints down on the leaders, but won't worry about that checkpoint shenanigans. I think Fireball has been leading the whole race pretty much. But he has got Luke on his...
I think Luke's had a few laps, but it's been pretty similar. The top 4 has been Fireball, Luke, Roman, pretty much all race.
He's got Luke on his ass right now, though. Luke has been pretty darn fast and has obviously made his way through the pack from where he started at the beginning of this race.
Pretty sure Luke finished second behind Detail in the first moto here, so he's definitely wanting this moto win. Would definitely secure the overall here.
I'm not quite sure what's happened to Hunter here, but having gone from battling in 4th, he is now all the way in last, and he's got Irish trying to make a move on him up the inside. This has gone very badly wrong for Hunter.
Irish's speed has definitely, I think, went up a little bit since his Moto 1, so it's definitely good to see that he's making some improvements as he runs Hunter up the wall a little bit.
Oh, that's a rip. Looking at Detail now, we're just going to switch around on a few of these drivers. We've got Detail in 6th, trying to make gains with only 7 laps left, so he's got to hurry up if he wants to try and get into this battle with Arpix and Vulcan to finish in the top 5.
He's catching them.
Strafe battling with Arpix side by side. I think both of them would settle for the position they're in right now. Sol battling with... I'm quite sure who that is.
I think it's Pancake.
Is it just Pancake all the way back here?
Yeah,
that
Pancake's
is disappointing. 5 laps left.
Right now.
Nuke's battling with Armada. Luke still right on Fireball's ass. He's trying to get as close as he possibly can to the back of Fireball. 4 laps left.
He hasn't made a move to the inside yet.
He goes for it now. Now he's side by side. In fact, it's not 4 laps to go. It's less than that because I forgot about the checkpoint cheese. It's 2 laps to go now. Oh, is it 2 laps to go? Or is it 1 lap to go?
It is 2.
It's Sol's checkpoints must be screwed up. Fireball goes for a crossover.
Fireball has the inside on white flag. Luke has the outside run though.
Who's gonna get it? It looks like it's gonna be Fireball. Luke got slightly squeezed up the wall, and we missed the rest of the finishes there, but we'll get it shortly. It looked like it was quite close there for 5th. Oh, for the top 5. Hunter in last. In fact, Hunter finished way behind the pack there, way behind Irish. But we'll go to the finish line just to see if there were any close photo finishes. All right, so let's just take a look at that one more time. You can clearly see Firewall crosses the line. He squeezed Luke just enough up the outside wall that actually Luke got a bit squiggly as he crossed the line. So that was pretty much decided. Roman actually it wasn't as close as I thought. Roman was comfortably ahead of Detail for third and then Detail fourth. Is this Opix? Very impressive, finishing fifth. Vulcan dropped off in the end, so that's two sixth place finishes for Vulcan in both motos.
666. Let's go, Vulcan.
Soul actually manages to edge out Pancake comfortably when they were battling side by side. So Soul 7th, Pancake only 8th. That is very surprising considering the results he's had.
Performances, yeah.
Yeah. Newt 9th. This is Slaunch again with a poor result, 10th. Then Armada, Irish, and then Hunter way behind the field there. But yeah, so I mean, some of the drivers there, Armada was looking pretty fast, but doesn't get the finish he wanted, or maybe the finish he deserved. Hunter, after finishing 5th in the first moto, all the way to last this time around. Slaunch, as I said, very disappointing for him, 2 poor results, and Armada's letting Slaunch know that as he's getting shot in the head. And then, yeah, apart from that, Soul pretty consistent, and Fireball going from last to first. That is what you call a very back and forth oval, and that really just sums up the magic that ovals can bring. You can go from finishing last in the first moto to winning the second moto. So let's take a look at the overall results as well. Winning the oval is Luke with 30 points. He takes the tie-break ahead of Detail with his 2 second-place finishes. He finished second in Moto 2, whereas Detail only finished 4th. Third place goes to Opix with 25 points. A very consistent performance from Opix. 4th place still goes to Pancake, despite that 8th place finish. 5th goes to Vulcan. As I say, 2 6th-place finishes. That's the consistency you need on ovals. And he bags himself another top 5 overall to go with the SX. The overall he got on the SX. Then it is Fireball in 6th. So I guess that's what happens when you finish last and first. That's where your overall ends up. Roman 7th. Soul 8th. Newt 9th. Hunter only 10th. That 5th place combined with the last place costs him dearly. Only 10th. Armada 11th. Slaunch, that is rough for Slaunch. After 2 great races on the GP and the SX, only 12th this time. And Irish, he didn't come last in either of the motos, but he does come last overall with 10 points. All right, so let's take a look at the championship standings. Pancake still with the lead, but his gap has been cut. Detail now in second, 3 points behind, and Luke in third. Fireball drops 2 places to 4th. Vulcan is now into the top 5 with 64 points ahead of Roman. Opix moves up 2 places, but the big losers here are Slaunch and Hunter. Slaunch drops 3 places, albeit he is tied on points, 58 points with Opix. Soul rounds out the top 10. And then Newt and Armada make up the remaining drivers to have been in every race. Irish joins the leaderboard in 15th ahead of Sully after his 10 points gained from this first race. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was Clarion. Fireball, we talked about, I think the GP we talked about the track, and I think the SX we talked about who was our standout driver. So the oval, I'm going to ask you, what was your favourite wreck of the whole oval?
My favourite wreck, well, it definitely wasn't mine in Moto 1.
I was going to pick yours.
No, not going to say it. Honestly, wreck-wise, we stayed pretty clean. I guess I kind of have to say mine in Moto 1, because that was very unfortunate for me and my overall finish. So that affected me pretty darn big now that I dropped 2 positions in the overall. But my standout driver this race, I want to say Opix. You said he finished third in the overall. So I think Opix is definitely my standout driver. We didn't really talk about him too much in, I don't think, Moto 1 or Moto 2. He just kind of had a clean, silent race. So yeah, I'm looking forward to his RX and GP next week. We'll see if he can get another top 5 overall.
Yep, doubleheader next week, starting with Portugal Rallycross, our first Rallycross of the season. So we will see how things go then.